Happy morning, students. Welcome to today's online Unit 7, Unit number 5, Reproduction and Modification in Plants. In this session, we are going to see about types of flowers and pollination and their classification. Let's start this section. Types of flowers. Now we shall learn some important terms to understand about the flower and their role in reproduction. If all the four whorls, calyx, corolla, stamens and pistil are present, then it is called as a complete flower. So complete flower are also known as bisexual flowers. If any one of this is missing, then it is called as an incomplete flower. Incomplete flowers are also known as unisexual flowers. They are of two types. Unisexual flower is classified as two types. One is a male flower and another one is a female flower. The one with androecium and without gynoecium is called as male flower. The one with gynoecium and without androecium is known as a female flower. These are called as a unisexual flower. Next one is a pollination. So pollination is divided into, is carried out into two different types. One is an artificial and another one is a natural pollination. Bees, butterflies and birds help to carry pollen from one flower to another flower. The pollen grains transfer from one flower to another flower is called as a cross pollination. When you shake stamens, pollen grains fall out. The pollen grains would fall in on the stigma of the same flower. Some plant that have both male and female parts with a single flowers. So this is called as a self-pollination. Now we are going to see about the differentiation between the self and the cross-pollination. Pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the same flower or to the same flower of the same plant. In a cross-pollination, pollen grains are transferred from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower. So it is a transfer to the one flower to the another flower of a same kind or different plant. In a self-pollination, plants do not need to produce pollen grains in a larger quantity. But in a cross-pollination, to produce the pollen grains in a larger quantity to increase the chance of pollination. And then in a self-pollination, it does not produce the changes in the characteristics of the new plants. But in a cross-pollination, introduce variation in characteristics of new plants. Today's home fun is take the page number 79 in your book and mark the questions. In Roman letter 5, question number 1, 2 and 3. In Roman letter 7, question number 1. Write down the answers for this questions. Thank you all.